Boom. We are live with Jake, the Aussie arm wrestler. Hey, buddy.
What's going on? Thanks for having me, guys. Very happy to be here.
Yeah.
Mate, the number one catchphrase in arm wrestling. It's paid the bills. It was my number one selling shirt at one stage. And the fact that it's, together whenever, just like you did then, whenever people are like, there's all the Ready Bang. I'm like, people call it out. When I turn up to events, everyone screams it out. And it just, as a guy that came from like WWE and the NBA and other sports, like I'm big on catchphrases and marketing, as everyone knows. But just shit like that just makes me smile, Brian. Just makes me happy. It's like cool. Like I might quit the sport tomorrow, but the fact that catchphrase still hangs around, and I hear other commentators try and throw it in their thing, and I'm like, that's cool. If I've left one thing, it's the Ready Bang.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I always think of that. When I think of you, it's Ready Bang. It's Ready Bang. And, it hasn't been forgotten.
Did you ever think about, making that, I don't know what they did, like those guys that say, get ready to rumble and all that, how they own that phrase. If you say it, you got to pay them, or?
Yeah, I own it.
Nice.
So I trademarked it. It's not more like if you say it, the sport's not big enough, but I own the term. So like if you started making Ready Bang merch, I'd have to ring you and say, bud, give me all your money because that's mine.
Yeah. Nice. Well, we're going to get right into it. Let's see who we got in the chat so far. We don't normally do them at this time, but we're doing pretty good so far. We got American Arm Wrestler. Hey, buddy. We got Martin G. Blast. Hey, brother. He's joined us a lot lately. That's awesome. We got one of our good buddies, Clifton Erickson, in the chat. We got Red Catman. He's in the chat. We got the Drew. Love the Drew. We got Atlantis IRL. And Phil Woody UK. Ready Bang, he says.
Phil's the man.
Thanks for joining us, guys. Yes, for sure. One question I want to ask you right away just to build the conversation, and we're just going to shoot the shit. How did you even get interested? Because it's not like you were really big. Like you didn't look like you were like all out into arm wrestling. So, I mean, really, what brought you to the sport, and what motivated you to do what you did for us, like with the podcast and announcing?
Yeah, well, it's honestly almost a 35-year journey. So I was a huge pro wrestling fan. Hulk Hogan was my jam. And I don't know why this story always sticks in my head, but it does. We were at the video store, and obviously, like my brother and I, there's three of us. So the middle brother, I'm the youngest. We're at the video store. We fucking lived there, and I would go straight to the sports section, get myself a wrestling video. But we knew who Sylvester Stallone was. Mm-hmm. And he was on the front cover. And I wasn't the best at reading. I was a pretty good reader. But when I flipped it over, I saw the word wrestling. So I'm like, Dad, can I borrow this? Can I borrow this? And I'll always remember he says, it's not the Hulk Hogan wrestling. I'm like, yeah, but it says wrestling here. Hire it. So then I watched the movie Over the Top, and of course, Over the Top, it is magnificent. It's a cult classic. My brother and I watch it together, a bit. And then always, it was always on pay TV. So that was kind of liked it. And then when I was like in my mid 20s, and I'm partying all night and everything, so you get home at 3 a.m, I would just chuck some sport on before I go to bed. And of course, if there wasn't any live sport on, a weird channel would have arm wrestling. I'm like, arm wrestling's on. I message me, brother, arm wrestling's on TV. And then, it wasn't until, I'm going to say 6 or 7 years ago, I've run across the country a couple of times. So I've done a 1,000-kilometer run, so a 666-mile run, and I've done a 1,500-kilometer run, basically 1,000 miles, or 900 and something. So my body was cooked to play all the physical sport that I was doing. So I told my wife, when my body's gone, I'm going to try arm wrestling. And I was just very lucky that when I Googled it, the only club in my state was half an hour up the road. So I was like, well, I think you're going to go. The guys at the House of Pain were fantastic. They were amazing. And then, just went. And so went from there. So then the whole YouTube thing was, I competed at a Nationals, got a pin, and I just come out of surgery. 4 weeks later, got a pin at Nationals. I thought, right, I'm going to journey. I'm going to track my journey from one Nationals to another. It'll be epic. Then the lockdowns happened. So I like, and then as everyone in the chat's probably heard a million times, it was my brother. I was like at work, and he goes, "Why don't you commentate arm wrestling? No one does it, and you've commentated sport your whole life, or you lived and breathed it." And he showed me how to do it on his phone while taking a shit, and lo and behold, started doing, put the Aussie accent on and drop a couple of F-bombs for a bit of fun, because why not? Yeah. And then, all the top athletes were replying to my comments. And I thought, well, I could host a show. Surely there weren't many podcasts back then. No. So I thought everyone was in lockdown, so I had nothing else to do. I was like, hey, want to come on the show? And then, it took, your Ryan Bowens, your Mike Aiellos, your Ron Barths, your Paul Lynns to do the early ones. And then they would tell the others, buddy, you got to go on this crazy Aussie show. It's funny. And lucky enough, it's just blown up from there.
Yeah. I mean, you kind of paved the way. I mean, even when me and Zach, before Cody even, I would just always think of, well, shit, Uncle John, I know he's going through a bunch. He's not doing it. He's kind of stepped back. And it just felt like, especially here in Canada, I felt like there was a void, right? And I was missing watching you and Uncle John. And you know what I mean? I watched you, but even Uncle John, I miss Uncle John, right? So we were like, we're going to do a fucking podcast here. So we started it. And it took us 2 years to get 500 subs. And then even when I started talking to you again, you're like, just stay consistency, man. Just stay consistent. So we just said, fuck it. We're going to stay consistent. Now we're at 25,000 subs. So, finally. But I don't care. Even if we never did get 25,000, we'd still be doing it, because we did it 2 years and didn't have no subs, right? So
yeah, I think I was 13 months, and there was less YouTube channels back when I started. And it took me forever to get to the monetization period. But even now, my channel is just a slow burn. I'm not involved enough. I like to do a weekly show, and then if I organise a guest to come on the show. But I used to live and breathe it and go flat chat, and then I just started hating the content that I was making. There'd be a podcast, like even the other day, John Brezing and Dennis Saplegoff did a podcast. Yeah. So then everyone just rips off. Yeah, it was crazy. Stories. John Brezing's retired. Dennis Saplegoff said this, and I thought, I hate doing that content.
And it was
hate it. Yeah.
The hammer, and they started arguing.
But that's fine, and all of that's cool, and I get it. But I just hated the clickbait, and it's like all you're doing is taking 2 minutes off a show, and then you're just adding your little bit at the start. Now people like that content. I'm not saying it's bad. I said I hated doing it and I wasn't enjoying it. So I'm just like, I don't care if my channel doesn't make any money or doesn't grow. I'm just going to go back to loving it because that's why it succeeded in the first place.
Yeah.
You can just tell when content creators, not that I'm a content creator, I'm more of a commentator podcast host, but you can just see people that's like, you can tell in their videos, I'm like, you're not enjoying yourself. You just want to get your $5-10 a video to keep it going and grow. It'll never be enough for that person. You'll make 10,000 subs and it won't be enough because it'll be 20, 30, 40, 50,000 subs. 10,000 views won't be enough. So then you're never going to enjoy it. So you keep doing the clickbait stuff. I'm going to go back to having the guests on the show, have a laugh and go from there.
Yeah. No, that's interesting because, I've caught myself sometimes wanting to do the clickbait stuff, but I'm kind of with you on that. And I think what really opened my eyes to it is when Tom's Stubblebine, he took some of our content and he didn't do anything to it. He just took our content and made little clips of his own and uploaded it like his own. And I started thinking, well, it's not that important. If you get to the point where you got to steal people's shit, and it's just about the clicks and the views, and it's like you got to question why you're doing it, right? I like the interactions myself, like having you on and all the guests we've been. It's been amazing getting to know all you guys, right? And I think that's if we lose track of that, I can see us being upset and probably walking away too.
And I've spoken to. I mean, this was a while ago because we used to all help each other out back in the day. Yeah. We had this big group chat, and there was about 8 or 9 of us, and then one little pissy bloke got jealous about the growth and everything of others. So then went full heel and started to get out. Mine and Uncle John's channel shut down and just went the full villain arc. And it's a shame because the content creators that reach out to me say, hey, can I use it? Because I used to do it back in the day. And so everything I use, I've already got permission for. But it was great when Performing Enhancing Pancakes, Armour Story, and they'd reach out, hey, can I use your content? Yeah. Mate, it's all yours because you just came out and asked. And then the ones that do pinch my content, all you have to say in your video, the only thing I ask, take what you want, because I'm happy to help out. And I will do it, I used to do it in my videos, but all you say, hey guys, did you check out the latest, if it's John Brasing retires, you're like, hey guys, if you check out Aussie Arm Wrestler's latest podcast, links in the description. Yeah, John Brasing got his show, and then go off and do your thing. But when it's just, I sometimes sit there and just go, oh, there's me.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you know what? If he would have just said, you know what, although this interview came from those guys over at Through the Fingers, they're putting in a lot of work to get these interviews, but check this out. You know what I mean? And then showed it or something, or put it in at least the description or something. But this guy ripped it before I could even make shorts out of it, because you know how you have to wait. Like when you first do it, it's monetized, but the URL doesn't release right away. And I use AI to make the shorts, right? Well, I couldn't even do it. So he ripped it with OBS Studio or something, and he re-uploaded it as his own original content, and then did it.
Yeah, because it's funny. It's funny all these people that make those sort of clips. It's funny because they'll be watching it live, whatever interview it be, but they won't interact. They won't interact in the live chat. They're just waiting. And I know what it's like. It's just like, I can't get distracted by the live chat. And there's the clip. Go take there's the clip, and off you go.
And you know what? Even if he didn't put any of our information into the video, but he didn't even message us. He didn't even ask or anything. Even if you take someone's content and you thank them for it, I still believe at the end of the day you should just do a courtesy text. Hey, you mind if I do this? Boom, end the story, and then you know you're good.
Well, the thing is I looked it up, and it wasn't fair use the way he did it to us. So I got mad and I was gonna put a complaint in, but then it said if this person's had previous strikes, this could take down his channel, and then I couldn't bring my heart to doing it. I was like, well, I'm not doing that. You know what I mean?
Well, that's where you just send a message, say, hey, man, like I've commented on people's videos.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, man, just like, cool, you're ripping my stuff off. At least give us a mention.
Yeah.
And then straight away I'll get a message from that creator. And they'll be like, oh, I'm so sorry, man. I'm so sorry. I'm like, just don't be a dick. Just don't be a dick.
Yeah.
I commented on the one video with Tom. He just ignored it.
Yeah, I know. He just, and he's like, I don't know. I don't think highly of the guy, but you know what? It is what it is. I mean,
well, there's two avenues in the YouTube world.
Yeah.
Depending on what content you make, there's getting the numbers up. Oh my man, Joe Nelson. There's getting your numbers up and the clicks and everything like that. Or the avenue that I took was trying to get the respect of the elite athletes in the world and make, like my show fun and everything like that. So when I get random phone calls from elite superstars checking in to see how my wife and family are going, I'll take that, inviting me to their house overseas for dinner, and things like that.
That's more important.
For me, it's a bit more than just rip off. That's
I wouldn't say we're at that point where we're getting invited over for dinner, but I do think that from what I've seen and the three of us and the channel, I don't think we've ever actually ripped off any footage. And we're going more.
We never ripped any off. We've used some footage, but we always put the full link in.
I've always asked if I ever used any footage.
Yeah, like we're really and like I said, listen, you know what? We're gonna create content. There's nothing wrong with doing a voiceover or using it to report on the news or whatever. I mean, I used to watch Pradeep, but the problem is it got so damn fucking clickbaity, and then he started making up fake friggin' drama. I had no evidence, and then I couldn't watch Pradeep anymore. So I haven't watched Pradeep in like 2 years. So
I'll see a video now and then, and it seems pretty good now. His stuff, I don't watch it anymore, but from what I see now and then, it does seem like it seems pretty good.
Yeah, I used to follow him, and then I got really upset with him and stopped following him. So
he made a story up about Matt in one video, and I'm like, he was just training with Matt 2 days ago. That's a straight lie. Like, it was a straight. What he said made no sense. Like,
Matt's our club leader, right? Like, we train at Matt's house, so we're all part of the Red Deer Club. So well, you know what? On a positive note, let's get off this negative shit because this sucks. It just gets me upset. So you know what? We don't see as much of you anymore, Ozzy, but I do see you put up the odd thing and stuff. And I know you call it footy. Is that soccer?
No, it's Australian rules football. The best sport in the world. It is unbelievable. We don't need helmets and shoulder pads like you guys. But no, it's just a very unique, weird sport. And unless you grow up in Australia,
I wouldn't even understand it.
Oh, it's impossible to explain. Just
but it's basically from what we do rugby up here. I know it's along the same concept as rugby.
Is rugby
but different for sure.
So I do. Yeah, I'm basically a full-time commentator now. Like I spent all day yesterday commentating cricket. I've done a bit of rugby, basketball, footy. Obviously, arm wrestling. Mm-hmm. I've dabbled in a bit of mixed martial arts, but it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to just spend my life in the commentary booth.
Yeah, and you're
do you ever see yourself coming back to East West and doing the odd one if they ask you?
Well, I've never been to East versus West. I was the king of the table guy.
King of the table, yeah.
And look, I'm not in their plans. Not in a negative way. They've got their system and they're happy to do it. I have a great relationship with Robert Baxter. We speak. He's kind of won me over. We've had some honest conversations. So, but I'm not in their plans, and that's fine. But you just never know what happens tomorrow.
Yep, it's true.
And I was never in King of the Tables plan. But then people power. Everyone just kept messaging them. How on earth haven't you got Aussie Armor? How on earth? How on earth? How on earth? Got my opportunity at number 5 and became a staple of King of the Table. So just because I'm not in someone's plans today, who knows? Who knows what happens?
Well, they are bringing back King of the Table, and they got some big plans for it. We had Robert on the other night. I mean, who knows? They might just say, "Hey, you know what? I think it would be really original, and maybe even like a reuniting. Maybe we'll call Jake. You know what I mean? Because they really like that. So you know how they did that Last Man Standing at AEWE?
Yeah.
Well, Robert Baxter really would like to do that format, but probably under King of the Table.
Okay.
So they're looking at it. Right. They even mentioned like convincing Levon to do it and just tell him it won't affect anything. It won't go against your undefeated record or your ranking or anything. So they're going to be trying to convince him. Right. So.
It'd be cool. No, Dave Stockbridge, AWE, love what those guys are doing. They got gutted from basically the word go. They were doing something really good over here, and then a particular person just tried to ruin them. But to Dave and Matt's credit, they just kept on pushing. And after their last man standing, I've only seen bits and pieces of it, but I've had some conversations with Dave Stockbridge. They're really happy with the way it went. They really think they've found a different format, because arm wrestling, although increasing in popularity, in my opinion, I don't know if I'm just becoming old or, I'm out there in all other sports. So I've kind of like got fresh new eyes, but it just appears all the same at the moment. Everything is just the same.
Yeah.
That's fair.
And it has been for quite some time. So, but if the popularity's increasing, then who am I to say anything?
I think it is. I think, well, like egos are always bad, right? It just seems like we're getting, like you said, you guys worked together. There was a bunch of you. You even had your own little chat that you guys could talk to each other and help each other. And then some egos got in the way, and then it went to shit, right? And that's what I find. It's usually our egos that, as soon as we get one step forward, we take a step back because of ego, right? That's what I know. Yeah.
To be honest, like when you think of arm wrestling commentators, there's only really 3 that you think of. It's Neil Pickup, you, and Travis Bajan. If you don't have one of those 3 and you're a big event, then you're missing a huge aspect to the commentating booth. Like if they had King of the Table, they have Neil Pickup for East vs. West. They should bring on you or like a Travis Bajan or both of you on for like the King of the Table events.
I think if they do bring King of the Table back, even if it's just for one, the nostalgic purpose of it. Otherwise, it's just another East versus West.
I agree. Well, that's why he was looking at. That's why he was looking at other formats. Robert has been a fan of that type of round robin or last man standing concept. Like he did mention it like a while back. And then
I was saying it for years. Just have an 8-man tournament. Just have an 8-man tournament, best of 3 super matches. To crown the King of the Table, and it gets themselves a title shot or something.
Yeah. Well, Robert knows that it has to be different than the East versus West. Yeah. No, Robert made that distinction. He said we have to do something that defines King of the Table from East versus West. So, like, we can't just do the same thing, or why even have the 2? Might as well just get rid of the one. Robert said that himself. So, yeah. So that's cool.
And like, to be honest, King of the Table is like the perfect name for like a last man standing or a round robin. All around.
There's a reason they called it Last Man Standing, because they couldn't call it King of the Table.
Yeah.
Right? Because of the confusion.
Yeah.
So
And King of the Table is a cool name. I've still got all my shirts. I think I got one of my passes here.
Nice.
Hey, yeah.
That's awesome. Because
I was building up thinking of doing like a raffle, because I've got all this merch that I don't really want. It's not that I don't want it, but it's like I have this awesome arm wrestling strap, and it's signed by John Brzenk, Denis Saplenkov, Artemis Gasparini, Levan, and I think Sabine Badalescu and Pavlo from that event.
Nice.
Yeah.
But then I'm like I was there.
Yeah.
Like I was there. So if I might do a big raffle and give away a whole heap of stuff. I've got a WAF gold medal here.
Yep.
Trading cards, but yeah.
Yeah, that is. That's well. You know what? Even Sabine Badalescu, he did get the last pin on Levan, right before his.
Well, Gennady got the last pin, but the most famous one, I think it's Gennady. But yeah, either way, that pin for Sabine. Here it is. Here.
Yeah.
The strap. So.
Nice. Oh, you know what? I have a strap just like that too.
John.
Exactly. It's the same thing.
Shit.
Look at all the names.
Artemis, Levan, Pablo, Sabine.
That's awesome. Okay, I gotta go to the washroom quick, guys. You ask Ozzy some questions. I'll be like 30 seconds.
You got anything there, Zach?
Of course. So, are you planning to do anything arm wrestling related in the near future?
I might be the problem with arm wrestling. So it's there's bits and pieces. You get promised the world. So I get phone calls all the time. We want to bring you over. It's the next big thing. Are you available these dates? Rah rah rah. And you're like, yep, I'm available. Shit, I've even had bloody talks with people about arm wrestling at the White House. Like, we want to bring you over. You know. So until my flight is booked, then I can't really say anything. Because I've had right now in my messages, I've probably had 6 promotions say, yeah, we're going to bring you over. But then just like recently, I was supposed to go to Norway. We're going to bring you to Norway, It's going to be amazing. Can you keep that date free? Absolutely. And then I think it was last week, we didn't get the sponsor. We're so sorry, we can't bring you over. And now, especially in my aspect, it costs a lot of money to bring someone from Australia over.
Yeah.
And now everyone, in all due respect, everyone thinks they're a commentator. So and it makes sense for those promotions. You know, if they're running something in Canada, it's like, well, do we pay all this money and bring Aussie Arm Wrestler over and we know we're getting what we get with Aussie Arm Wrestler? Or, well, we've just heard A, B, and C want to be commentators. So do we just try them? And so then you save thousands of dollars because there's never a cheap flight to fly me over. So then you save all those money. So if all my messages come through, I'm the most busiest man in arm wrestling. The strike rate of it coming through, not ideal.
That's fair.
Did you ever think about talking with Matt and maybe becoming like the main commentator for like the AWE or stuff like that? Because then it's all in your backyard and you don't have to go. You can still be kind of part of the arm wrestling community that we all love and enjoy to be around.
Yeah, well, Matt loves commentating. Dave loves announcing. So, in honesty, there's no point bringing me over, if that makes sense. But in saying that, Dave and I had a honest conversation, and I wanted AWE to succeed. So I'm like, well, don't bring me over for a while. Like, let's regroup, get this shit back together. You guys can be fine. Let's get it going. So then, look, because I'm always, good luck on the event. You know, if I can drive the 8 hours, I'll try and make it and things like that. So then when they can, then I'll always support Dave and Matt and AWE.
Yeah. I think they're onto something, man. I do. I like.
It just comes down to money. It's just there's no money.
That's
in Australia.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
The dollar's gotten pretty low there. I noticed.
Yeah, right now it's lower than the Canadian dollar, and ours is pretty low.
Ours is low.
But it's all in arm wrestling in general as well, because now, so like back when I first started, like I was saying before, we're all wanting to help each other out. Now everyone wants a slice of the pie. And so it's very so the game is so much different now. But to answer that person's question, what would I change in the arm wrestling framework to make it more attractive for the audience? I've been screaming at it for years. You just have to kill the dead time. That would be the first thing that I do. You commentate for 6.5 hours. I challenge anyone at whatever super mature event you're at, have 2 stopwatches, have a non-arm wrestling stopwatch going, an actual arm wrestling stopwatch going, and I don't even reckon that would beat 15 seconds in a 6-hour event. So
that's what you mean.
If you can eliminate dead time, like if you slip, then you can't draw a line on the floor. You can't leave. Stay there. We'll bring the chalk to the table, but you can't leave there. And I would just tell the arm wrestlers to shut up. They have too much say on the table. Mm-hmm. So when they're holding there and you're ready to go, and they're like, oh, thumb, knuckle, thumb, knuckle, thumb, knuckle, thumb. Well, your angle as a pull is different to the referees.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Angle there. So it's just like, it's just a lot. So by the time the main events come, and it's been there when I've been commentating, and it's been there like watching. I'm done by the time the main event comes, and that's not how an event should happen. So that would be the first thing I'd do, and the second thing, I just tell some of these arm wrestlers to have some personality.
I agree. They got to sell themselves. They got it for them to grow. They have to be marketable, and they have to have fans. They need.
You got to be entertainment, right? We're paying to watch it. It's supposed to be entertaining.
I agree. I mean, I'm not the most entertaining puller, but I try. I'll or if I pin somebody, I'll be like, oh, you know what I mean? I'll do something, but I mean, something.
But not even there. It's just like, because, there's the pre-match interview, there's interviews, there's podcasts, there's the press conference and things like that. And it's just the same. It's the best I've ever felt. I have a lot of respect for my opponent. Can't wait to have the match. Cool. All right, what about you, Brian? It's the best I've ever felt. Training's been well. Have respect for my opponent. Cool. Yeah, Cody. The training's been well. And you just like...
Yeah.
2.5 hours for that. All right. Awesome.
Yeah. No, I like to be respectful to my opponent.
Got to stir the pot a little bit,
I like to stir the pot a bit, and I'll be respectful, but I will add some digs in there. You know what I mean? I'll be like, I feel good, but his wrist is looking pretty weak. I think I'm gonna have to snap his wrist. Or, something.
You don't have to be over the top. Like, no. I'm over the top, but that's who I am. The amount of times my wife tells me to be quiet, we're in a public place and I'm too loud, and that's just who I am in general. People that spend time with me, it's like, So I'm not saying everyone has to be like me or be like a Devon or a Matt Mask, but just put some sprinkles on your vanilla. Put some sprinkles on there. It can work.
Yeah, I agree 100%. And we need that. Oh, we got Deadly Dale in the chat. Hey, Deadly. Whoa. Yeah.
I have to ask when anyone comes in. Deadly Dale, who gave you your nickname Deadly?
It was Montana Boys. When he went down, and we don't nickname
you can't
ourselves.
Give yourself your own nickname.
Nope, no, I agree. What we did for us is that we asked the chat to nickname us a while back, and everyone.
That's fun.
Yeah, everybody just kept calling me the judge, so I was like, "I'm the judge. Give me my gavel." You know what I mean?
Beauty.
I have to say, I think I got one of the coolest ways I got my nickname. I got mine from Matt Mask himself. Freaking, we were training one day, and freaking, they were bugging me for being short, and I was like, hey, but I'm Mighty. And he's like, okay, Mighty Mouse. And it just stuck after that.
Yeah, I think the best nicknames come accidentally. Like, you know, I accidentally started calling Dennis Aplekoff the Cyborg, and he was happy for me to introduce him as that at King of the Table against John Brezink. Cody Merritt, BJ Fakakis, their nicknames was just me just accidentally doing something on a video. And he's like, oh, I like that. I like that. That's what I'm having. So
we got the Lucky Ones podcast, great podcast. It's our sister podcast, you could say. They promote us. We promote them. They promote us. They're amazing. It's usually a bunch of women on their podcast, but they kill it. And anyway,
she's doing fantastic. She works very hard, Lucky. She works very hard.
She works so hard. Yeah, Lucky is great. Yes. And $4.99. She goes, hey there, fellas. You guys are absolute baddest. Oh, I thought you were going to say badasses. Baddest is what? Baddest.
You are the absolute bestest. Or the bestest.
Oh, is that what that means? Bestest. Okay, that's nice. I like that. Yeah, that's good. Bestest. Yeah, it's good, polite too. Yeah. And we love you, Lucky. Thank you. Yeah. No, there's a lot of good podcasts. And when you talked about how working together, there is some of us that really do work together still. So like Lucky, Craig Soublier. I've helped him out with his pod, and he showed us out a lot. Lucky has always been a supporter of our channel and us theirs, and 98% they support us, and I'm usually on there Friday nights with them.
Fun fact, I was the very first guest on the 98 show.
Nice. It's awesome.
Very, very, very long time ago now. But no, Ryan and I have got along since I've started in arm wrestling.
Ryan's a character. He's a character for sure. Yeah. As long as we're not talking about semen all the time, I'm because it seems like that's the topic all the time over there lately. But no, they do a very good podcast. They just talk about anything you want on Friday nights, right? So, very fun.
Yeah, well, I told them because they used to do that behind closed doors. They would just be like, "Hey, we're just having a chat," and I just I remember telling Ryan, I said, "Why don't you do this on your channel?"
Yeah, why not?
And then they went live with it. No, I've had some fun conversations with Ryan.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Some crazy stuff's happened on the Friday night channel after 12.
Oh yeah, there's some weird things that happen. Yeah. we got a MG. Is it MG? She's a star now because she showed her areolas on there, so that was interesting. Yeah, that was very interesting. Yep. Yeah, some interesting stuff on that one. I miss too is even though I got mad at him a lot, is I miss Beerman too. Beerman he had quite an interesting, fun podcast, and it's weird that he never came back. Yeah, I know that he had some health problems, but I thought I'd seen him recently, but I don't know what's going on.
That's the beauty of sport in general. You know what I mean? Like you can have 5 years off and then just go, I think I might start back up again. And sport will always be there. It will always be there. So get your health right. For me, for anyone, it's just make sure you continue to love what you do, because people can tell when you're not enjoying it. Like I remember having a few weeks off because I was just doing it for the sake of doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like, nah, fuck this. I'll see you all in a few weeks. I'm gonna go hang out with my family, and then I'm like, I miss hosting shows. Let's rock and roll. And then there we go. So they've been doing it for 5 years, almost 6 years straight.
Yeah.
No breaks. I've done it from hospital beds, airports. Being almost kicked out of hotels for being too loud because I'd like do something like 4 a.m. And they're like, hey, you're a bit too loud there, mate. You're waking everyone up. Yeah.
I could see it.
Yeah. Well, especially time zones too, right? Because you're traveling around, the time zones are all changing, and for sure. But what's really weird is that you're actually always ahead of us. So it's like it's Sunday here, it's Monday there, right?
Monday morning, 7:43 a.m. So I always tell people that when the world ends, we'll let you know. You got to
give us a buffer.
You got to 12 hours to enjoy.
Yeah. Now, are you Adelaide time or what time zone are you?
Nah, I'm Australian Eastern time. I think there's about half an hour difference. Adelaide's weird. No one really likes Adelaide.
Okay.
So I feel bad for my mates there. No one really, you bypass, like it's stuck in the bottom middle. Everyone just loves the East Coast, the three states. I'm in the bottom. Like if you're looking at Australia, I'm in the bottom right.
Yeah.
So everyone just pretty much loves the east side of it. I mean, Milo ended up moving here. That's how good it is. Yeah. But yeah, their time zone is just like different to everyone else. It's just like grow up. Just change to us or change to the West Coast. Don't be like half an hour different. It doesn't even make sense. They're just like immature babies.
Yeah. Can't make their mind up.
Everything here's an hour. Like we change an hour.
Yeah. Stop being a baby. Oh yeah, we're gonna be half an hour different because we're like Adelaide, we're like in the bottom middle. Grow up.
Yeah. You got all these divides in your own country. Yeah.
It's a big ass country, man.
Yeah,
mate. Today is the worst day for it.
Australia Day.
Australia Day is the worst for it, mate. We'll have protests in the city. There'll be lots of fights and everything going on. Yeah, it's supposed to be a day of just.
It should be a happy day, man. It should be a good day, right?
Yeah, but it depends what part of history you want to believe.
Well,
I'm just like it's a fucking. You either get a day off, or you get double time for working. Just go enjoy yourself. Have a barbecue. I'm taking my family to the beach today.
Yes.
So just shut up and enjoy the day. Sorry?
You guys still got double time?
Yeah, we get double time.
Triple time.
For holidays, you always get...
Here, 90% of the time when you work stat holidays, most places, unless it's like heavy union based, it's just time and a half.
No, we get triple time. We get double time plus a stat when I worked.
Yeah, they don't do that no more unless you're heavy.
They don't do that unless you work like overtime.
Well, I was part of I was union president, but we definitely did. We get, if you worked a stat holiday, you got double time plus the stat. So you got triple time on stat holidays.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know, bro.
Why would you work? Then why would you work the stat holiday if you're not getting double time? I'd be like, it sucked me off. I'm not working. It's a stat day.
Yeah.
Most places now just pay time and a half.
Your line of work. That's your line.
No, even Walmart, McDonald's, gas stations. Most places, like most companies now only pay time and a half. Like I don't know. Me and Brian have talked about working like benefits a few times, and you say like all these benefits you got. I'm like, I don't know a single soul besides you that got all this.
It's different when you work in industry. So like when you work in a factory, like it's just a different. It's different. Every union and every work like type of work you do has different criteria. Like, listen, if we have a factory and the factory down the road's got A1 benefits and they get double time then guess what? People at this factory are going to be like, hey, I want what that factory has. And if not, they'll be all going down the street and working for them. So it's a different industry, right? It changes with what industry you're working. Your industry, they get away with it, right? Because it's a standard not to do it. So that's the difference. Is I was in a different industry than you were. That's all. Yeah.
Hearing this, Jake?
It also depends what you're getting paid. So like I know like companies over here, they might only give you time and a half for public holidays, but throughout the year they'll pay you above the usual rate. So they'll give you an advance rate all year. So in Australia, when it comes to pay and everything, it all evens out. Even though our dollar's not strong, we still we make a bit of money. Well, I used to, but now because I work for myself, I don't make any money.
I'm self-employed now too. So
I had a friend who came up to Australia to do some welding, and he said after 6 months, he's like, he came back. He's like, that was the worst place to ever do a standing still job. He said he'd be welding and he could feel his skin burning as he was welding from the sun.
That's just because your mate's weak.
Oh, and not only that, Cody, you got to look at it like this. If you get time and a half, you're really getting double time and a half, right? Because they have to pay you the stat. So they're giving you time and a half for working. Yeah, they have to by law.
No, not in the oil patch. Not in the oil patch. I'll tell you right now.
Okay, well, see, that's
I get paid my wage and then half of my wage added onto it. If I don't work the stat holiday, I don't get paid at all. Because they instead of paying 4% holiday pay, I get paid 10% holiday pay.
Oh, see, okay, so there you go. That's
but it really turns out to be less. It's beneficial.
Yeah. I only got 6% holiday pay, and that took me fucking 5 years to earn, right? So yeah, no, I get it. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. You know what? Where you live? Is there gold where you live, Jake?
Gold.
I'm a gold prospector, and I really like gold. And there's a lot of gold.
Yeah, it's probably about 3 hours from here in a town called Ballarat. I know a lot of people, and Sovereign Hill. I know a lot of people still go out that way, but people just forget how huge Australia is. Like Australia's almost the same size as the United States.
Yeah.
We've just got 300 million less.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense. I still watch a lot of gold hunters in Australia, and it seems like wherever they go, they find shit tons. But I mean, that's YouTube too, right? So, but I would like to get down to Australia and do some prospecting, some metal detecting, some panning. It'd be awesome. So,
it's a beautiful country. We're full of woke cards at the moment, but it's a beautiful country.
Yeah, I know. It's the same here. But that's why we're saying that's why Alberta's leaving. That's all I'm saying. I was all saying on that one. Yeah. Okay. So what do you got? Do you got anything planned for arm wrestling? Or you just been like you're so consumed by this footy stuff?
Well, I was explaining before when you
when I was gone.
when you had the duck out, it's just like you get promised the world all the time. You get all these messages of oh yeah, we got this for you. We got big plans. We got big plans. Yeah, this. We're going to bring you over. Have this. And then it gets closer to the date, and you don't hear some for a while. And they're like, oh, we didn't get a sponsor. We have to cancel. So now I've gotten like last year I did knock back a bit of work because in 2024 I was leaving every 3 weeks to fly overseas. Mm-hmm. Sounds good on paper and everything, but I'm just now I'm a huge family man. I love my wife. Yeah. I love my 2 little girls. And unfortunately my dog passed away late last year, but he was the world to us. Yeah. So I love being at home. So, people might attack me online or message me and go, oh, you're just upset you're not getting booked anywhere. It's like I am. I'm just knocking them back because, when my youngest daughter was 6 weeks old, I think it was 4 to 6 weeks old. I'm like, all right, babe, I'm off to New York. And I'm flying there and I'm like, nah, I'm not. This isn't good. So like the first year of my youngest, I missed collectively like 2.5 months of her first year by flying around from arm wrestling. And with thanks everyone in the chat. With not just arm wrestling, but in sport, like the sport does not care about you. It'll chew you up and spit you out. So like enjoy it while you can. But like if you guys were like, oh yeah, we're not doing our podcast anymore, we're closing down the channel. Like arm wrestling's not going to suffer. It's not going to slow down. Like Bill's like, okay, we're just going. We just got to go watch this one now instead of your guys' one. So yeah. So I know that, but I've made my mark on the sport. So if I retire tomorrow, if I retire in 10 years from the sport, I'm fine. So yeah, I'm big on like if the right opportunity comes. Like I'll always do Tim Talmadge's events. Yeah. When he rings. Because we speak weekly. He's a very good friend of mine. Then I'm like, okay, I'll do that. But with some others I've knocked back, it's like, nah. Because the commentary over here, when it's done, I'll drive an hour and I'm home. Yeah. Or I'll do the live commentary from home and then stop, and I'm in my garage. So I'm not sure what trophy you're looking at. Oh, the most recognisable trophy. Don't worry about this legacy hammer shit. Everyone knows the 2019 Melbourne Cup. Oh, left arm amateur, third place.
That's
and it's only ever been on one international trip, and they lost my bag. And it took like 4 weeks to come back home. So I was like,
did it used to have another handle on the other side?
Well, it snapped off from when I lost my got its own trading card. Trading card.
Yeah, trading cards.
That's awesome.
He's got signed trading cards, everybody. Like, people should hit him up and try to get them. They're pretty.
Yeah, you traveled all around and got signatures from all the athletes.
Yeah, like I took just about every single photo. So like, took the Matt Mask one.
So I would like that one.
I took that photo.
Is that a signed one?
No.
I could get it signed. See?
Yeah, Marcio Bart. So that was a part. That's a limited edition numbered one. But like, I took that photo, and then when I got the cards printed, I was lucky enough to go back and see him again, and get him to sign the limited edition ones.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. I'm sentimental like that though too, right? I collect a lot of stuff. You know, Travis's son, I had to get his signed rookie card. So
that'd be cool.
Yeah, I had to buy it off eBay, but it cost quite a bit of money.
But my wife made me this one year for, I don't know if it'll work because of the reflection, but so they're all the trading cards. Like that one there's a limited edition 1 of 5, an official King of the Table card.
Ooh, that's cool.
Yep.
The others in that
like a hologram.
Dennis Saplenkov, Levan and Hermes, and me.
There's a hologram, kind of like a hologram.
How many sets do you have?
Yeah. Sorry?
You said that set. How many sets do you have?
1.
So I've got this card. I don't. So I was given 1 of each, but I think they only made 20 or 10 of them. So, but then like that's an Auden Larratt rookie card. This one's a prototype, but you could win it. It's a 1 of 1 Ryan Bowen delusional card.
Oh, nice! Oh, wow. He looks delusional in that one.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. Like, Ryan helped me out with that. Ryan thought it was a ripper idea because you could win it in our first set, like their impacts. Unfortunately, very sad news is the person that pulled that about 2 weeks ago passed away.
Oh.
So, but then, and then there's the rest.
Oh, that's awesome. See, you know what would be really hard is to put a price tag on something like that, because that is like, you know, and those are all signed, those ones too, aren't they?
Nah, a couple are signed. But for me, like when people are like, I give them the price. I try, it's about 25, between 20 and 25 US, but that's only because I just want to break even. So the original goal with the trading cards, the 2 sets were, if I can fund the next series and, you know, give $50, $100 to each athlete for saying thanks for helping me out. You know, I was able to give Ryan Bowen some money. I was able to give Dave Chafee some money, Auden Larratt some money for the first one. Just, hey, thanks for helping me out. But then, so if I ever do a 3rd series, I'll have to get pre-orders. I'll have to say, right.
Yeah.
Pre-orders, and if we hit 100 packets, then I'll make them because these ones cost a fair bit because I got a professional to design them. There's a guy I know in Australia, but he's done stuff for Tops, Upper Deck, WWE. So that was the main outlay. But then then the cards get made, then they got to fly back here, then I have to check each card individually. because when you order them and it's like, well, 10 are damaged, you've got to redo 10. And then I got to send it back for when, well, I didn't send the second, but if I want them in the packets like this, then I've got to send them back. And it was a lot of work.
PSA graded?
Sorry, no. So trying to work out, but with these, so I can grade my King of the Table one because that's got a serial number.
Yeah.
But the others, I've been trying to find somewhere to get them graded, but they don't do custom cards. And because this isn't under any affiliation, like a Topps, like a Panini, none of the places will grade them.
Okay. Well,
So just so everyone knows, how many comes in a pack and how much are they?
So, like, there was only five in Series 1, and I think there's 13 in Series 2. But just message me. We can work out some sort of deal. But you're looking
shipping too. Yeah,
shipping. At shipping, that's a nightmare. So if like you buy in bulk, then I'll look after your shipping. But like to send something is like $20 US to send these cards. Anywhere between 15 and 20 US just to send them.
We just paid for those shirts to get sent from Adelaide or whatever. And and
it was $50 for 3 shirts.
Yeah, and we won't have a problem sending for those. So, yeah, we'll definitely be picking up some. I will be anyway. So I'll be getting well, it's worth it because you know what? Once you have it, and not only that, you don't have more of those. You have, like you said, 13 of the one and 5 or whatever the other one.
So there's only 110 of these.
Yeah.
So 110 sets, and I think I did 120 or 130 sets of Series 2.
Okay, yeah. See, so it's not like there's like shit tons out there, right?
No
one else is making these cards. So
the Dave Chafee signed is a 1 of 10. The Marcio Barbosa's a 1 of 10. The Aussie arm wrestler Uncle John's a 1 of 25.
Well, look at it like this. So we ordered the Cody and Zach. We order a few sets of these things, and we see all these pullers anyway. So we just get them to sign them. Yeah, done deal. And then they go on my wall.
We could do a little live stream where we unpackage them. Little unpackaging live stream.
We'll do an opening and a package.
Oh yeah, well, I do it all the time. Like, hey, if I get any super chats and you want it open, you just have to pay for shipping. But yeah, it's just with so many channels now, and a lot of people only go live just to get super chats. Like I see these amazing channels and they put in all this work in their videos and everything, but because their videos don't get views, and it's like, well, if I just go live, I might make $20.
Oh, well, no.
And so now with 1 million channels going live, people, they don't
spend as much anymore. Listen, we get super chats, but that's just people supporting us. Like, you know what I mean? Like our friends and that.
Yeah.
And we did make a little thing. So we do a monthly raffle. Right, so we try to have some cool things. Like last month, we had East versus West, 20 posters signed by everybody, whatever, and we do little raffles. So, like,
are we doing the raffle today?
No, Tuesday after Cody Wood. Yeah, at the end of that pod. So, what we do is we do a raffle. So anybody, even if it's 99 cents or whatever the lowest, we don't care. If you become a member every month, just by being a member, you're always in the raffle. And any super chat we do get, we add to the raffle list, and then I mail it out to whoever wins. And we do that every month.
I was doing that for a while. I was just giving away $100 a month.
Yeah,
you had to be like a member and things like that. I did that for
pretty much
a few goes. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you know what? We didn't actually the 1 month it was more expensive. Like we didn't get it. We didn't make any money on it for sure. You know what I mean? But I thought it was nice, right? And it was just like anybody that's willing to support us, it's a good thing to do, right? And but other than that, we don't expect anybody to give us super chats. Like we don't push it. We just say, like you can get in on the raffle. Any contribution helps you with the raffle. And then we use any money that we do get for the channel. We don't take. We just use it to grow or get merch or like we're holding events. So we're starting our own league, Jake. May 30th is our opening event. So it's going to be a
beautiful day. That's my daughter's birthday. What a day.
Oh, is it? Nice. Yeah. So we got Bob Brown coming down, spending the weekend with us, and he's doing a seminar on the Sunday, and we're going to be starting our rankings, our league rankings off that event. And it's a camp out weekend. So people can bring their RVs, whatever. It's $25 a night. So that way if you don't want to pay for a hotel, you got your camper, or even if you want to pitch a tent, it's $25 a night. A lot cheaper.
That's cool.
Yeah,
that's real cool.
Yeah, we got super matches Friday night, the tournament Saturday, and then a seminar Sunday. We got a big bonfire pit, so we can all gather around, drink some beer, and have a bonfire at night. And yeah, it'll be great. Yeah. So so that's what we want to do. We just want to, like, if it's not grow the channel, it's to grow the league. Or if it's, if we get enough money one day, we can actually maybe give cash prizes and stuff like, you know what I mean? Stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, we're just trying to grow it.
There's heaps of good arm wrestling stuff out there. I sound like a bit of a negative Nancy, which I'm not. Yeah. But yeah, there's heaps of good stuff that I really enjoy in the arm wrestling. I think for me, I just don't have the time anymore to watch everything. Yeah. So all I do is every day, including your guys' one, I'll just pick a channel, and if I'm working on my computer, I'll just open up another tab and I'll just play that on mute, just so they can get some views and get help in their algorithm. I've done it with your guys' channel, and I'll just pick a channel and go, right, okay, and that'll just play in the background while I quickly do whatever work.
You'd be surprised, like somebody's just busy and they put our show on and it just runs. It does great because, especially if they don't have premium and those ads are playing through, it actually does pay the channel a little bit. Not very much, but tiny little bits. Right?
Every little bit helps.
And the watch hours and watch minutes help on the algorithm a lot.
Yeah, it does. It really does. So
it's all about retention.
Yeah, and we do our best. Like we do our best to support the other podcasts too. So like, I know I'm always on there. Zach's always on the other pods. Cody gives super chats sometimes. I try to buy memberships. Like through the fingers, I try to spread it out and buy the memberships from all the different podcasters. Because if we do it for them, maybe they'll do it for us, right? And it's just like, and there's outliers. There's like I'm not going to say anybody, but there's like one I don't like. But you're not going to like. Not everybody's going to get along and like each other, right? So yeah, it's normal, right?
No, that's growing pains, though. It's sometimes it can be a good thing.
Yeah,
it can be a good thing. Yeah, and I don't mind helping any new channel out or any channel at all. Like the amount of times, like I'll bump into someone, they're like, "Oh, I want to become a commentator." I'm like, "Well, let's organise a time. We'll have a video call when I get back to Australia, and I'll let you know everything that I know." Or just talking with people. Oh, I'm thinking of doing a channel. All right, let's organise a video time. Like that's my contribution. I give away all my secrets. I got nothing to hide because they're my secrets. They might work for you guys, they might not. But this is what worked for me because I've had, because back in the day, people helped me, and that's my way of paying it forward. I don't hide anything, or if I know something's. Well, we used to do this back in the day, but if something really worked in the algorithm, then we'd share that with the others. Hey, YouTube are only focusing on short content now. Just make short content, shorts. And then we'd all do that and we'd all grow. But yeah, I've got more. Yeah, whenever I can have time, I'll help out channels in that aspect. Like if someone, I think the other day, were like, can you look at my channel and tell me what I'm doing right or doing wrong or what I can include? And when I get time, I'll get up early in the morning and check it out and send some advice. And if some people don't listen to the advice and the channel stays stagnant, but
I tried that, but some people have they ask for advice and then they get mad when you give them advice. So I'm like, oh yeah, you're doing good. I'm like, I don't know, I get afraid to give advice because I feel like they take it negatively.
I know my number one goal for our channel right now is I really, really want to hit 100,000 subscribers and all three of us to get a play button. That's my biggest goal. That's all I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
See, for me, it's the subscribers numbers don't count. So many people. My advice: that's a terrible thing.
For viewed hours.
You don't want width. You want depth.
Yeah.
So I don't care if I don't get another single subscriber, but I know when I go live, I'll most likely have the same 30, 40, 50, 60 people. And I've created an environment where you might be having a shit day, but Aussie Arm Wrestler's going live, and I don't know who such and such YouTube handle is, but I feel like he's my mate from the other side of the world. And you all talk, and for an hour, I make you forget about stuff. So it's like, cool. You've got, awesome. Through the Fingers have got 100,000 subscribers, but 200 views and 10 people turning up to a live. So that's only going to hurt your channel. It's only going to hurt your channel now. As your channel grows, make sure the numbers around it are growing. So it's like, cool, you can have 25,000 subscribers, but if you're still at 100 views a video, then your percentage is different. Your view rate's like 0.2%. So YouTube will hate you. They're like, you're buying subscribers. Algorithm gone. We'll shadow ban you. We'll get out of there. So there's no point. So like as you grow, the bare minimum you want is 20%. So if you guys are on 25,000, you want a minimum of like, what's that? What'd be 20% of that? 5,000. You would want 5,000 views per video for YouTube to encourage and grow. But yeah, like I can go and speak to a guy from Kenya or Zimbabwe or India, and I can be at 100,000 subscribers tomorrow. Cost me about $200. But it's about you want depth. You want depth with your channel, and it's a matter of holy shit. If I'm only watching one show this week, it's fucking Through the Fingers. I love what those guys are doing on there. I can't miss that one. So sorry, babe. You play with yourself for a moment. Through the Fingers is on, So I wouldn't be going 100,000 because no one cares.
Nothing then.
No one cares. There's heaps of channels out there that are much bigger than me and probably more successful than me, but I'm the one getting invited to events, and that means more than 100,000 subscribers. It's more authenticity. Nothing wrong with having a massive goal of 100K to get the button, but if your views and everything or your live stream numbers aren't growing with you, then like I can point at channels and go, okay, you've bought views, you've bought subscribers. Okay, you're growing organically. I like this channel. You're doing really well.
Well, you know what? Overall, I will say that I have promoted a few videos because there's some videos that it's almost like I think it's disrespectful. Like I want them to be viewed. So like, like we've had some guests on where I'm like, you know what? This video deserves to have 18,000 views. Like, you know what I mean? So I will throw
advertising. You pay for advertisement. Like you're running a business. I'm going to pay for a letterbox drop. I'm going to pay for some Facebook marketing. There's nothing wrong with that.
I do it through YouTube too, though. Like I'll do the YouTube promotion. I'll do a $50 promotion on a video. I have done it, but it's only because I just want that video. It's not that I just think that it's a disservice if no one's seeing that video because our algorithm sucks. You know what I mean? So like I'll do a promotion through YouTube, but I don't believe in bots, and I definitely don't believe in these people that
no bots.
Jack up your
but just make sure if you're growing exponentially, make sure the views and the views, the watch time, your live viewers and everything is growing. Otherwise, if you're averaging 50% viewers to subscribers, YouTube will promote the shit out of you. But now if you're like growing and now it's at 2%, then YouTube are just like, oh, you trying to fuck us over here. Off you go.
Yeah, no, I agree. No, I mean, I like YouTube in a way because it kind of tells you, like when you go into your analytics, it says you're 256 percent more viewed, you know what I mean, right now. Or you got, you know what I mean, and we can see our watch hours. They went from 1.1 thousand hours in 28 days. Now they're close to 2,000 hours in 28 days. So it's definitely going up. But I don't know. I think you're right. I don't think it's where we should be for the amount of subs we have. So
for me, when I lean back, okay, cool, 10,000 channels have more subscribers than me, but I got to there's only one person ever that interviewed Levan with an oxygen mask.
Yeah.
There's only one person. And that means more than anything. When Dennis Pletkoff came out of retirement to pull John Brzenk, there was only one person that announced them to the table, and that was me. There was only one person when Dave Chafee and Devon Larratt were going at it at a press conference. There was only one bloke in the middle that got his head top rolled.
Yeah.
And that was me. Pulling John Brzenk, Alexei Vojevoda, there was only one person that introduced him, one person that held the press conference, and that was me. And that means way more than numbers and everything on YouTube. YouTube's played a very important role, but yeah, numbers ain't everything.
Yeah, you brought up some. What did you think of Sean Crowther pissing off Alexei? Did you remember that?
That was fantastic. He was like, fucking kill him. And then Alexei was like losing it. I was like, what's going on here? I love Sean Crowther.
Well, he's our teammate and one of my best friends. Yeah. So,
he's a great guy. I really like Sean. So I went to a couple of events with Matt Mask, and Sean came, and that's how, got this great picture, and Sean's in it. It's me having dinner, and John Brzenk and Ron Barth wanted to sit next to me at dinner. And then there's like Tim Talmadge, Mate Arangi, Sean Crowther, Lachlan Adair, and it's one of my favorite photos.
Yeah, Sean gets things riled up pretty easy. Him and Prudnick too. After that, there's been a lot of issues. Yeah, but that's cool though. I love it.
It's exciting, but yeah. So yeah. I mean, smash those goals, but just make sure everything else is coming. And it'll be great if you get to hold the button and things like that.
Yeah, that'd be nice. You know what though? Even if it doesn't happen, we just love doing this and talking arm wrestling and having podcasts. So for me, there's goals, but as long as we're able just to have good guests on and have good conversation and have our regulars every week, I don't even care really much more than that, actually.
Yeah, I mean, I think I need to find more goals, and I think that's why I'm plateauing a bit in arm wrestling. Oh, thanks, Houdini Sports. Appreciate it.
Yeah, Houdini's always there.
But it's like going back to my very first episode, I've achieved everything that I've set out to do. Like my very first 6 years ago, I wanted to commentate with Neil Pickup. Back then it was at WAL, but that folded. But we got to do that at King of the Table. I wanted to commentate the number one promotion in the world. And at the time when I started at King of the Table, it's had the greatest match of all time with Dave Chafee and Vitaly Lelets in the first one. So I was a benchmark at that. A match that I've commentated has been on ESPN, so that was another goal ticked. I wanted the respect of the top athletes of the world, and I've been able to achieve that. So I think I need some new goals because I've run out. Maybe everyone can message me some goals because I've achieved everything that I wanted to achieve. Catchphrases, trading cards.
It'd be cool to do a reunion, just have John. I know you did it a few months back. You had him on once. It'd be cool just to do get him on just once in a blue moon on the Monday nights. I know it's hard for him, and I know he's in a lot of pain every day and stuff too. So, but I mean I miss that. You and Uncle John. I mean, that would be cool.
Yeah. That was peak, and I reckon that was almost the number one show on YouTube at the time. Like that was must be. I mean, because we had the consistency. It was the same time every Monday night, but we were just when we were both right into it. That was just oh my god! And it was a Tuesday morning for me, so like I could do that and then enjoy the rest of the day. So I was like, oh babe, you should have seen it. The show was fucking epic. My wife would just laugh because she could hear me from the other side of the house. Yeah. And I'm in tears, and John's in tears.
I remember Caption Game, and
things like that.
You paved the way for us in some ways because we had a lot of people when we first started. They this is a good fill-in because we miss Uncle John and Ozzy, you know what I mean? And where's Uncle John and where's Beerman? And then they're like, well, this is going to fill in nicely. And we got a lot of regulars just because of the, that kind of dissipated, right? So
yeah, I mean, Uncle John just got burnt out. He did. Just got burnt out. He went, right, I'm done. I become number one in Minnesota.
He did.
We used to have a leaderboard for the caption game, so you had to turn up.
Yeah,
you had to turn up and make us laugh.
Yeah, you don't get on the board unless,
That's right. So people love seeing their names on the board.
I sucked at it. I tried all the time, and it just I always sucked. So I just stopped doing it. But I like reading.
But that would always make me laugh as well. Like,
when they're shit. When they're
I'd point it out, and I'd just be like, well, that was terrible.
yeah.
Which was half the fun. Like, not everything had to be bangers.
Yeah, that's true.
But it was really good. Atlantis he's on the leaderboard. I think I got one of my old leaderboards, but his name was on there. He knows how good Joe Nelson. He knows how good the old Monday nights were, and it was just, yeah, man. It was some of my favorite times. That and in a YouTube sense, that and right before Devin and Levan pulled the first time, like, because there wasn't as many YouTube channels, like you couldn't miss. Mm-hmm. So like I would go live and average like 1,200 people, but I would just talk about the same shit the next day.
Yeah.
But people just wanted to just constantly talk about it all the time. So maybe Joe Nelson can be my new Monday night co-host. Maybe I'll see if Joe Nelson's got it. He was my lawyer at one stage.
Oh, really? Joe Nelson? Nice.
He's my secret weapon.
Yeah, sweet.
I feel like a lot of the time when you like listen to people that had a goal when they started something, and then they like reach that goal or they run out of their goals, they always say that they wish they would have enjoyed the journey to getting to that goal more, because that was the fun part, not actually getting.
Yeah, mate, I enjoyed every minute of it. I'm a very in the moment type thing. I lost my dad at 15. My wife developed cancer when she was 30. So I've had a very good, enjoy the moment, because especially in arm wrestling, like when I went to the very first King of the Table, like I savored everything, because I was like, they're my the 24-25 hour podcast. I reckon I got one more in me. I reckon I've got one more 24-25 hour live in me. But going back to you, Cody, yeah, I would always make sure. I was never. I only had 20 people watch my show. I'm like, I just need to enjoy it, because like I would go to every King of the Table, and then also I'd never work in December, so I didn't go to Brian Shaw Eddie, but I was supposed to be there. And all of a sudden, King of the Table was sold. Yeah, and the person that bought it hated my guts, so so I was out of a job. And yeah, I will enjoy every moment that I'm in. It's the only way. It's the only way I can live life.
Yeah, no, that's cool. That's cool. Well, listen, man, you know what? We kept you long enough. I got to go to practice and then gym right here in a few minutes. But thank you so much, Jake.
Yes,
we really appreciate you coming on. And you, like I said, you really paved the way for us. And actually, it was kind of the reason we started the channel, really, is because when Uncle John, well, in a way, because when Uncle John was backing off, and then I think Beerman had like a health issue, and we were like, well, why don't we just start one? So I don't even think if it was for that, we might not even have a podcast. So
well, there you go.
Yeah.
Thanks to Beer Man getting crook.
Yeah.
So you just wish bad health upon everyone. Oh, I see. Okay.
I didn't mean it that way.
No, we just saw all these Canadian leagues fold, so we're very happy. We'll start our own league. Okay. Start to come out now, Brian.
Yeah. Well, you be a good lawyer. You can twist things pretty good.
No, more than happy to help whenever you're stuck for a guest. If I'm free, I'll always jump on, guys, and hope you guys absolutely smash it. And I'll keep my eye out. obviously won't be able to if your event's live. Your first event won't. Obviously, it's my daughter's birthday.
Yes.
So, but I'll re-watch it and
awesome.
hope for the best.
Okay. Well, you guys all ready? Let's do it.
Yeah.
Ready, bang! Come
Ready,
on.
bang!
Yeah.
Needs a bit of work. Needs some work.
Yeah. Come on, Jake.
Up tempo.
Let's see the end of the podcast with a Jake. Ready, bang.
You just I don't know. You just need to build up. Ready, bang!
Perfect.
All right,
Awesome,
guys.
brother.
I'll speak to you a bit later.
Okay, much love, brother.
Yeah, man.
Thank you. Have a good week. We're